Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on Amazon Bedrock. So in this demo, we will enable Amazon Bedrock and request model access. Then we will explore the Llama's 3.3, 1 billion and 17 billion parameters model capabilities. Then we will test the model using the Bedrock playground. Then we will create an IAM role for Bedrock access. Then we will implement a text generation use case via Lambda function. And this Lambda function will be using this particular IAM role. Then we will implement a text generation use case via Cloud Shell Python program. And then we will test the whole setup. And finally, we will clean up or delete all the resources. So this is a visual representation. We have the Amazon Bedrock service. We start with model access. We use the Llama's 3.3's 1 billion and 17 billion parameter models. So they are both from Meta. Then we'll test using the Bedrock playground. We have an IAM role for Bedrock access, which will be used by this particular Lambda function. And then there'll be a separate Python program, which is a command line based program. And then finally, I will delete all the resources. So first, we'll start with Amazon Bedrock and manual testing via the AWS console. So first, we have to request for model. So I have logged into AWS console home and search for Bedrock. So click on Amazon Bedrock. So this is the welcome screen, and this is on the left side you will see getting started, and you have overview providers. So providers will showcase all the models that are hosted or that can be used via Amazon Bedrock service. These are AI21 Labs, Amazon's own model. There are 16 of it, and Anthropic's model. So there are 12 models, and this includes all Claude, Sonnet, Claude Opus, and all. And then Cohere and DeepSeek have one model, DeepSeek R1, and the Meta's 11 models. So I'll be using the Llama's 3.3. And then you have the models from Mistral AI and Stability AI. And if we go down, we have model catalog. These are the foundation models. Then we have marketplace deployments, and we have custom models. Then we have imported models and prompt routers. And then this is the part which we will be using, the chat or text playground. So I'll just go back and showcase the other menu items also. And then we have image and video playground as well. And then we have builder tools like agents, flows, knowledge bases, and prompt management. So here you can create your prompt and save your prompts. And then we have some safeguards like guardrails, watermark detection, and inference and assessment, and some data automation demos, and custom output setup and projects. So anyway, so first step is to request for model. So for this, click on model access, and you will see all the models that are hosted. So currently 54 of them are available for request. So first step is to request certain model. So you can see Anthropic's, all the latest models are available, and other companies' model, and DeepSeek R1 is available to request. But I will be using the Meta's model, and so I'll use 3.3 70B instruct and 3.3 3.2 1 billion instruct. So instruct is specially designed for chat based interfaces. So what I can do is click on enable specific models, and then I can select the models that I want to use. So first I will request for 3.2 1 billion instruct model. So I'll just select this and click on next. And then you can submit the access. So this will take some time. Okay, so in this case, it's immediately access is granted. So we have requested for model, review and submitted, and the access was granted immediately. Also, their model catalog. So this part I have already talked about. So there's a model catalog, and if you want to find more information, so you can click on the model and find out more information. So let's say I want to find out some specific model. Let's say Meta's model. So I have to click on Meta, and all the models are there. And let's say I want to find more information about 17B instruct. So if you click this, it will show all the information of what is the model capabilities, categories, latest version, and how to make an API request. So you can just copy the code and you will know what is the API looks like, and the languages that it supports, and the maximum tokens, and the modality of the model. This is text and vision. So let's say I want to go back to the model which I just requested access, right? So I can do the same thing. So I just click here and I can just search for it, or I can click on the providers. So in this case, I'll just say Meta, and I requested for 1B, right? So access granted, and you can find out more capabilities about that model. So you can open the model directly by clicking open in playground, or by going to the playground also. So in this case, for example, I have opened 3.2 1B instruct. So if I click open in playground, or I can go from here also. So both the ways it will take me to the playground. So I can just, let's say I open this in a new tab. And once you come to this particular screen, only thing is you have to select the model. So here you can only choose the one which you have already got access. So I can just see one model, right? 3.2 1B instruct. So I select this and apply. So immediately the chat screen has changed, and you will see the model is selected, and then you have temperature, top P. I will explain about this. Length, how much is the response length in terms of token. So one token is around roughly approximately 4 character, English character. So we have seen this, and I was talking about the playground. So this there are some parameters that you can control. So first is temperature, and this controls the randomness and creativity in responses. Typical range, for example, in Claude, it will be 0.0 to 1.0. And impact on summarization. So lower is more factual and deterministic, but higher will have more varied and potentially less focused responses. Same max tokens to sample is how many maximum number of tokens in the generated response, and the range can have 1 to 4096 plus. Impact on summarization, it directly controls summary length, and too low will truncate the response, and too high might lead to verbosity. So if you are providing, if you are working for some company, you will provide some kind of a stop, so that it does not exceed certain range, so that you can save on some cost. Then top P, this is nucleus sampling, and this selects from the smallest set of tokens whose cumulative probability is greater than P. So this has range between 0.0 to 1.0, and the lower is more focused but less diverse. But if you put a high value, it will be more diverse but less focused. So you can alter temperature or top P. And there's some other parameters which we are not using in playground. So top K, which selects from K most probable next tokens, and this has some certain range between 0 to roughly 500. Lower is more predictable, and higher is more diverse. And there's some stop sequences. So you can have custom text sequences that cause the model to stop generating. So you provide a list of strings. This can ensure the summary does not continue unnecessarily or include unwanted trailing content. Okay, next we'll just test a simple prompt. Explain the benefits of using Amazon Bedrock for enterprise application in 3 bullet points. So I'll copy the prompt and go to the chat playground, and this is the only model, so I don't have to select or unselect anything, because it's the only available which I have requested access. I paste the prompt and click on run. So so this is a small model, 1 billion parameters, and it is trained on less amount of data. So you can see the response is bit limited. So I am not aware of any information about Amazon Bedrock. However, I can provide information on Amazon Bedrock, which is platform for building and deploying enterprise application on Amazon Web Services, AWS. So you can see there is a like bit of conflict. Like first it's saying I'm not aware, but I can provide some information. So if you could provide more context or clarify what in Amazon Bedrock is, I would be happy to help. So potential benefits of Bedrock for enterprise applications: faster time to market. So it's saying allows developers to create and deploy enterprise applications quickly and efficiently, reducing the time it takes to get new features and updates into production. So it does not talk about exact service, so it's doing some hallucinations because it's a smaller model. So next I will request for bigger model, 70 billion parameters. So you will see the response will be very different. So we have seen the response. Next I will request for 3.3 17 billion instruct model. So what I can do, I can come to this particular screen and again go to model access and modify model access because I have one, so I can request another. And this time I will choose this particular Llama 3.3 17 billion instruct model and click on next and submit access. So model access is submitted. Let me see if access is okay. Access is granted. Now once I got the access, now I will change the model and see the output. So what I can do is click on this pencil icon, and so probably I just have to refresh this particular screen. So I'll just refresh and I'll just close these notifications and chat. So click on here and meta, and now I can see the 3.3 17 billion instruct. So I select this and click on apply. So I have changed the model now, and once I have changed the model, and I can use the same query. So explain the benefits of using Amazon Bedrock for enterprise applications in 3 bullet points. Same question, different model. Much stronger and powerful model, and you can see the response is very fast and it knows about the service. So it's a service that allows enterprises to build and deploy AI powered applications using pre-trained foundation models. The benefits of Amazon Bedrock for enterprise applications include, so you can read, you can pause and read. So faster development and deployment, improved accuracy and efficiency, and simplified model management and integration. So these are the benefits. So next we will create an IAM role for Lambda function. So I will first I'll go to the IAM service. I'll open this in a new tab. So I will have to select this service will be assumed by Lambda function. So I go to the roles, click on create role, AWS service, and use case is Lambda, which service will assume this particular role. So click on next. Then I have to provide some permission, so I can use the managed permission policies, Amazon Bedrock full access, and make sure you select it. Then click on next, provide a role name. So I call it Bedrock Lab role, and that's it. So this is you can review it, trust policy assumed by this and this permission policy. Click on create role. So the role is created, and next step is to create a Lambda function. So for this, I will go to the Lambda service. So I'll open this also in a new tab so that I can keep track. So when doing the cleanup, it will be much easier. So click on create function, author from scratch, and give a name. So I just call this Bedrock text generation. So I paste it. Make sure runtime you select as Python 3.13, default architecture, and provide the default execution role. So that's why we created that particular role in the previous step. So you can see only one comes up because it figures out which role is assumed by Lambda. So it will only show up the roles which can be assumed by Lambda. And additional configuration, just keep default create function. So let the screen load and I'll go to the next steps. So what I need to do next is so this is the Lambda source code that I will be providing. So this is the whole Lambda code. I'll open this in Visual Studio Code. So when you are doing the lab, you can just click on copy and paste it here. But I'll go to Visual Studio Code so I can explain that better. So this is the whole Lambda code. So first we are importing some Python libraries. Then we are creating the Boto3 client for this Bedrock runtime service, and region we have to specify. Then this is the entry point, and this will get the event. So we will pass in the JSON event and context. So these are the default signature, same like public static void main, and Lambda function to invoke llama 3.3 70 billion. So this is just the comment. So first we, from the event JSON, we get the prompt. So I'll be providing the prompt, and this is the default. So if you don't provide, this will be run automatically. Explain the benefits of serverless computing in 3 bullet points. Then we are setting some parameters like temperature and max tokens. So this is the default, but in the event JSON, I will showcase. So there will be 3 different events. So I will be providing prompt, temperature, and maximum tokens. Then we are just from the prompt, this for Lambda, this is just very specific something that you have to construct, but this prompt is getting substituted over here. So this is the actual question or the prompt that you will be asking, right? And max tokens, which it will get from here, and temperature. And we are setting the default top P value. And finally, we will invoke the Bedrock runtime and invoke model. So we'll pass this whole body, and that has your question or the prompt, right? So this body goes here, and this is, make sure the model ID is exactly matching as per like documentation. So for llama 3.3 70 billion, so this is the exact string. It will accept application JSON, and content type will be application JSON. So this is how we invoke. When we invoke, we get, this will be saved in response object, and then from the response object, we get the response body and read and save that in response body variable. And from response body dictionary, we get the answer and save that to generated text. And this generated text gets written by the whole Lambda function. So this is the written, and status code will be 200, and it will give out the what is the response by the model, right? Okay, so what I need to do next is click on, make sure you deploy the Lambda code. So it is now deploying or updating the Lambda function or the Lambda code. So once it is deployed, I can go ahead and start testing it. So first I will take the first event. So this is the JSON body, and I'm asking a question. For example, what are the top 3 benefits of using Amazon Bedrock? I am passing this parameter, temperature, and max tokens. So we are saying 300, like around 300 words, and approximately 1 token is like 4 character. So some word, if long, they will can consume 2 token, 3 token, depending on the length of a word. So I copy the event and go to the Lambda function and click on test. So click create new test event, and I will call it event 1, and paste the event JSON. So this is the things which will get input passed as an argument to the Lambda function. So once I do that, make sure you click on save. So this event 1, which is the first input, then click on test. So you can see Lambda function. So it has succeeded, and this is the question, what are the top 3 benefits of using Bedrock, and this is how the body whole thing will come. So in your application, you just have to pass it, because these are like, it is escaping the double quotation and next line and all. For example, Amazon Bedrock is a service. This is the response that allows developers to build conversational AI interfaces such as chatbots and voice assistants using pre-built models and low-code platform. And it will continue like what are the faster development deployments, all those things. Okay, so I will test two more with two more questions or two more prompt. So this is the second. So write a Python function to reverse a string. So come here and click on paste your prompt, and you can just call it event2 and click on save. Okay, and then click on test. So write a Python function. So you will see the whole thing, and this is all the new lines are like escaped, like slash backslash n. So your application should be able to showcase that onto the front end. And one more event which will be like write a haiku about cloud computing. So haiku is like a Japanese poem, and it has a like a 5-7-5 kind of pattern. There are three lines. First line is like 5 syllables, then 7 syllable and 5 syllable. So I'll copy this and paste in the event JSON. And so this is the third event, and I'm just saving it first. So once it's saved, I will click on test. So this is the response. So Vapor data floats, then new line, servers hidden from site now, freedom in the air. So this is the 3-sentence poem, right? So okay, so I have tested my Lambda function enough. Now I'll go to the next use case where I will be calling this from Cloud Shell. So basically I'm testing it from Cloud Shell because it's easier for everyone to test, because otherwise I have to showcase how to set it on a command line interface. For that you have to like set up AWS access keys and secret ID, secret keys and all. So it's much easier to test via Cloud Shell. So for this you can click on Cloud Shell, and this Cloud Shell has nothing to do with Lambda. It's like completely altogether separate use case. So this will just show how to use the APIs. So I'll first open in a new tab or a window. I'll close this. So it is connecting to your US East 1 default, whichever environment or region it's is set here, it will use the same region. And now I am in a Cloud Shell. So I have to create a program. So this is the I'm creating this particular Bedrock Llama generation Python program. So I'll open this in Visual Studio Code. So this is the whole program. So this is how you invoke applications. So this is just showing how the API works. So we have already seen, but just to like make it easier for you to actually directly invoke from command line or your like front end or web application which has got user interfaces and all. So you have Boto3 JSON and same Bedrock runtime and Boto3 client for Bedrock runtime region. Then so here, so this is the function. So first it will go to the main. So I'm saying prompt write a brief product description for an eco-friendly water bottle. So this is the prompt of the question. Then I'm calling this function generate text. I'm passing this prompt and result. Then I'm printing the result. So I'll go to the generate text. So this is the function. So this can have any name because this is your own program. So I'm giving the prompt and it's substituting the prompt over here and body. Then same what we have seen in Lambda. Then response and Bedrock runtime, which is the client which we have over here. It invokes the model. It uses the same Llama 3.3 70 billion instruct model, and accept and content type same, and it invokes the model, and then from the response it is reading the body and the generation and returning the generation from the dictionary, and it will show that in the output, right? So I'll go back and so just copy the whole thing because this already has got cat EOF, so it will just create the file on the fly. So I come here and paste and press enter, and then you will see a file is created, Bedrock Llama generation.python file. And what I need to do is just invoke the program. So Python 3 Bedrock llama generation.py file. So I'll just clear the screen and paste the and invoke that particular Python program. So you can see the response coming back. So here is the brief product description for eco-friendly water bottle and introducing the Hydra green water bottle. So the llama model has provided a response. Now, so we'll just clean up all the resources that we have created. So here we just have to delete the IAM role. So I go to the role and I'll just copy the role because it's already there on the screen. Paste it, select and delete the role and click on delete. And last we will just delete the lambda function. So go to the lambda function, click on functions, select the function, actions, delete and type in confirm. So I have deleted the lambda function also. And that's all. So just wanted to, like, this model will not cost anything only when we use. So for example, for this demo I have used so it probably would have costed me like few cents. But if you do not use this particular model or any model, you will not be charged. So you can remove the access or you can keep it. It does not matter. So that's why I'm not removing it. If you want to try it out, it may just have costed very few cents or something. I'm not sure also exactly, but it will be like very few, like a minimal amount, I can say, few cents probably. And that's all. And thanks for watching.